Thank you very much, Richard. So it's a network that's dedicated to preparing local students with the skills that they really need for college. For the past 3 years, the Knowledge is Power program, also known as KIPP for short, has been serving the north and west side of Jacksonville. You know, many children who attend these schools are performing better than their neighborhood peers. So this morning, KIPP Jacksonville is celebrating its success. There's going to be a special event. Joining me now is one of the featured guests who will be speaking, Dr. Michael Lomax. He's the president and CEO of United Negro College Fund. Good morning to you. Thanks for being here. I appreciate it.
It's great to be here, and it's great to be here for KIPP. And then, you know, we have one of our institutions here as well, Edward Waters College. So I'm doing pre-K through 16 today.
I love that. Then speaking of that, what will be your message specifically at the KIPP school?
It's all about hard work. Yeah. You know, and keeping kids focused on the end game, which is college. We want them all to go and to complete college. But we want them to get a great education every step along the way. And that's hard to do. You know, you're a parent, you know, keeping that kid on the track is challenging. But, you know, what I like about KIPP and what I think is so important is it creates a college-going culture there from the very beginning. They say that all of our kids have the God-given talents and gifts to be able to achieve academically, and they're going to keep them on the path with a longer school day, a longer school year, rigorous academics, but they're also going to have fun. Got a great orchestra, kids play sports, but they know that the real work is right there in the classroom.
And it's all about hard work. And of course, it is difficult because, you know, there are a lot of families, you know, who may be watching, in fact, this morning. And it's not necessarily the mom and the father at home raising the two children. There's a different family dynamic going on these days. What advice do you have for, you know, maybe an aunt or a grandmother who's raising a child, doesn't necessarily have the financial means, but wants to encourage them to maybe do better than they ever did, and that is go on to college?
Well, I think the first and most important teacher that any child will have is that adult in the home. Sometimes that adult is a mom, sometimes that adult is a dad, sometimes they've got two teachers, a mom and a dad, but sometimes that is another family member. And, you know, I think that you just cannot overstate how important it is for that person, regardless of his or her educational background, to say, you matter, and I'm going to stay there with you all along the way, because it's the encouragement, the love, the nurturing that comes from that parent. Now, the other thing that parent or adult can do, regardless of his or her academic background, is to find experts in their community who can help them make the right choices. And I will tell you that when it comes to KIPP, somebody must know, because they've got a waiting list of 1,000 families that want to get their kids in there. So, you know, when there's a great school out there, you know, the informal networks go to work and people say, I want to get my kid in that school.
It's interesting, too, because I want to now draw off of, obviously, what you do, you know, Monday through Friday in terms of your position as president and CEO with United Negro College Fund. What kind of scholarships are available then to maybe a parent who has a teenager, for example, at home? Well,
I would say that, you know, if you work hard and you get out there and look, you're going to find it. UNCF awards $100 million in scholarships annually. We'll support 12, 13, 14,000 students at 1,000 colleges and universities, including our historically black colleges like Edward Waters, but we also will support students who are going to a range of institutions. We support African American, Native American, Asian Pacific Islanders, and Latino students. So we have a website. It's all about the website. So you got to go on there and you've got to surf and you've got to find it. I talked to some KIPPsters yesterday who are in middle school, who are now in high school. And I spoke to one young lady and I said, where do you want to go to college? And she said, Spelman. Well, Spelman in Atlanta, Georgia is a great institution, but she's going to probably have to have some financial aid. So I said, start going to that website now. You're in the 9th grade. Go to the website now. Begin to see what they ask you to do when you're filling out one of those scholarship applications, and make sure you're doing all those things. Get very familiar with that, because you're going to have to work hard to get that scholarship.
Yeah, and not only working hard in school, but working hard and just finding all the resources that are available, because they're out there, and a lot of times people just don't know about it.
Yes,
Thank
absolutely.
you so much for being here. Do appreciate it. What a fantastic message, without a doubt. Bruce?